Alright, here we go. Now the ride actually starts. That was the warm-up. Literally, first 5 minutes. Alright, here we go. Now for the fun part. Hopefully the video will be less shaky now, I don't know. I'm testing out a lot of things all at once, which is probably not the smartest thing to do with this new camera setup. I am putting a lot of faith in the GoPro's stabilization today. Because I'm testing out an ND filter on the front. And this just might be a complete disaster, but we'll see. It's a 3-stop, so shouldn't be too crazy, but at the same time, I never mess with ND filters, so I have no experience, but it is a very bright day. The only clouds are contrails, and the sun is directly overhead, so the hope is that the 16 should make it extra buttery, but shouldn't make it so that it doesn't have good stabilization, because I think GoPro mostly relies on high levels of shutter speeds for their stabilization. Screw you, Garmin. Garmin says I am -2 today, which is probably accurate considering what I did yesterday. I had one of my quickest team time trial races with my team yesterday that I've ever had. Some of the best power numbers I've had all year, which is very fun. It's always fun to feel strong. But today, I'm dealing with the consequences of that. How's this wind noise? It's loud for me. Show me your magic, GoPro. It's actually really great. I don't know if I even want to go through the effort though, because this is going to be slightly long form content, with it being like a ride with me kind of thing. But I could throw it into my video suite and probably deal with most of the wind noise. But the main problem is, will you still be able to hear me? I don't even know if you can hear me right now. I might just be talking, not just to myself, but not even to the camera. Could all be a disaster. Oh man. Yeah, I need to chill. My legs are not very friendly to me today. They're feeling a bit jello. But I have a feeling give me another 20 minutes and they'll be alright. I take forever to warm up. This is also going to be a test as to whether I get a lavalier microphone system, which I've been wanting to buy for a very long time, but I haven't had a reason to, so I told myself no. But now it might be yeah. God, this is the perfect day for a bike ride. It's like barely 60 degrees out and just pure sun, and at least for now, no wind. We usually get a headwind on the way back though, but we set out a bit early, so hopefully we miss it, because that usually comes in more in the afternoon around here. I ride about, my start point's about 13 miles from the ocean. And in the evening we get just the loveliest of offshore breezes. Oh man, this is the nicest part of the road for the rest of the ride. Basically you get about a half a mile of just beauty, because the county had to put it in because they pulled out a dam to help with the river flow out this way. And I guess because of all the truck traffic, they were required to fix the road. Now it's still pretty nice, but you can tell it might be a bit short-lived. Alright, so here's another test. The biggest problem with the GoPro is going to be going through the shade as to whether I keep the ND filter. So this might be a complete throwaway video, for all I know. And that is the end of the beautiful road. Maybe a quarter mile if I'm honest. Not even a half. Oh well. After about mile 6, it mostly opens up and this shade goes away, so the quality should go up a lot. But one annoying thing I've found with this setup is that you can't quick swap lenses on, because the media mod doesn't allow the lens to come off without you first taking the GoPro out of the media mod. So it's not like something I could just quickly pull over and swap. It actually requires a couple minutes off the bike, well, at least a minute off the bike, which is a bit annoying, but I guess not really that big of a deal. Oh, bumps. How'd you do? How'd you guys do? Did you get your head shaken in from that? Hopefully not. Oh my goodness, what a day. I got the midnight in my head. It is just a vibe right now. Oh my God, so nice. Starting to feel a bit warm, but I take forever. It's a bit annoying, but not really that big of a deal. I always take like 30 to 40 minutes is like an adequate warm-up in my opinion for myself. I am very jealous of people who can do 15-20 minute warm-ups. My body just reacts very slow to things. I will say 180 to 190 watts is feeling absolutely vibe, chill, relaxing today, which is an amazing sign because traditionally 190 watts has not felt like this. But I will tell you, as a basically only Zwifter, watts can feel very, very free outside. And look guys, 100% trainer difficulty. Wouldn't you know it? You can actually ride outside without riding 100% trainer difficulty inside. I know, I'm sorry. So this is an out and back ride today. We're headed out. I don't know if I'm gonna do the climb. We'll see. I have a race tomorrow, so it's probably not the best idea to do the climb today. But we'll see, I might. It's a fun climb, very, very steep. But at a tempo pace, it's about 8 minutes, so it's not crazy long. But it is a granny gear kind of ride. Oh, nice, another car waited for me just now. Give him a wave. Very nice of him. Been a cautious, courteous driver day. Also, in a little bit, maybe like another half mile, we pass the main intersection where basically after that point there won't be many vehicles. And that's also when we kind of get out of the trees a little more and out into the open, which will be kind of nice, at least for video quality. I personally am enjoying the shade. This is epic. I have a feeling this perfect bicycle riding temperature is going to be short-lived. This feels like a California summer kind of day. Out where I live, regularly when we have actual summer weather, we start off the morning with like fog, but then by about 9:30 to 10, it burns off, and then by noon, it is absolutely boiling. Man, guys, the midnight. I am so grateful that that band exists. What a great vibe. It fits this morning so well. Sorry, I wish you guys could listen to it with me. Midnight, looking for a partnership? I get at least 10 viewers on my video. Think of the return on investment. I know, I'm just a giver. What can I say? Can't help it, it's just who I am. Oh, I am full tempo heart rate right now. Perceived exertion is such a different beast outside. And also, public service announcement for the indoor warriors. Work on your core. Your day will be so much better. Alright, here's that intersection. Once we pass this, we'll be mostly away from the main part of the traffic that travels down this road. And now we go through this little tunnel of trees. And it's usually pretty cold this time of morning. It's nice, refreshing when you pop out the other side. Oh, you'll see. But yeah, sorry, as I was saying a few minutes ago, this route today is an out and back. One of my regular rides outside. I do plan to do some of the other rides too, and hopefully post them so that you guys can have something to vibe to while you're enjoying your day or doing your work day. Something not too distracting, but also enjoyable. I'll tell you what, I get a lot out of those, like, study with me. Well, and also I'm a photographer, so those, like, come photograph with me, where people go out on the street and, like, do street photography or nature photography, and then, like, show the photos and, like, the whole process. And it's just about the ambiance, and I really like that. Almost like white noise. Anybody here, like, love white noise or, like, brown noise, pink noise? I'm actually a brown noise fan. That deeper rumble is just so soothing. I used to listen to that when I was younger. I think a lot of people use, like, I don't know, AC units or air purifiers for the same reason. It's just comfort noise. That being said, I absolutely love being out in an absolute dead silent night, like out camping or something. I absolutely love that. So we're about 5.5 miles in, and this is where it opens up. We go this little climb. I mean, like 30 to 50 yards at like 4%. So nothing big, but it's like the entrance into the next ecosystem, the next biome out here. We shipped out of the foresty and into the open valley. It's kind of cool. Road's not always the best. I have my rear view mirror on, so that's why I'm taking liberties in the lane. But also, this time of day, there's just not too many people who drive this direction on this road. And this is basically, the out is basically all a false uphill. I think it averages like 1.5 to 2%. So it's slow going on the way out. So if you leave in the morning, it's basically the most ideal situation because you have very little traffic going this way, most of it coming counter to us right now. But when you're on the way back, you get the negative 1.5%, and you just fly. The way back is very fun for that reason. Even someone little like me who can't put out the most impressive watts can still build up some amazingly fun speed. And it's not flat. There are these perfect rollers that, especially if you're like extra aero, you just carry momentum up and over. Oh my God, it's just the sweetest thing. There we go. My heart rate's down into low tempo now. That's good. This is kind of where I needed to ride today. The all-knowing Garmin says that my high aerobic has been lacking. That's kind of the goal of today, is almost trying to push my tempo, but trying as best as I can to avoid going into lactate threshold 2, which when I train, I mostly focus on heart rates relative to my lactate thresholds. The science behind that kind of training really speaks to me, and so far I feel like it's been beneficial, especially for somebody who doesn't like much, I don't know, structure in their training. Like, I just like to ride. Like, usually when I get into fitness plans or training plans, I fizzle out. But when I just ride, I never want to stop. And so that's why I do it. But I will say, at least focusing on 3 zones, that's the perfect balance for me. It's like perfect. You got very little to think about, and my brain cells usually only function enough to spin my legs around and blabber random stream of consciousness things that usually probably make no sense in hindsight. That's about the max of my brain capacity when I'm on the bike. So I can count to 3, but I can only count to 3. So we'll take advantage of that, I guess. Still feeling great though, like relatively. I can tell I'm probably back up to my high tempo though, getting there. Still not there yet, but I can start to feel the shift. Like subjectively you can feel that LT threshold start to flip over into the next zone. And so let's not do that. I've probably averaged around 200 watts up to this point though, so all things considered, very, very good. Feels good to feel good. I recently took, about a week and a half ago, I was on a bit of a break from the bike, doing more hiking and kind of catching up on some things, family things, a little big shift going on in my life right now. So it just makes consistency and regularity a bit of a pipe dream at the moment. That's fine though. But anyway, it took me off the bike for a couple weeks, and literally just those 2 weeks destroyed any semblance of top end, whatever that might be. But to me it's still not that much, but I still have base, still have that nice endurance. It takes a lot for my endurance to go, which is very nice. But I'm just now, after a couple weeks with a couple hard efforts, feeling like I can actually recover after pushing above threshold, which is very nice. Being able to recover above, or after being above threshold, is one of the most key things, in my opinion, when riding. It allows you to keep pace on hills like this, let your heart rate climb, but then when you get to the top, when you settle back in, your heart rate goes right back down. What is it, like drift? Heart rate drift over time. Your heart rate decouples with your effort relative to your endurance fitness, basically. Which is why you'll hear a lot of people scream, Zone 2 for life. Zone 2, Zone 2. Zone 2 will make you faster in all zones. And that's really why. Is that if you can punch above your weight class and settle back in at a high wattage to recover, relative to that punch, oh man, that's how it's done. And it feels so good that way, because you don't get into the hurt locker and then just have to basically mitigate, like damage control kind of stuff after that point. Oh, this feels nice. A sense of speed that I rarely ever get riding indoors all the time. But yeah, guys, if you're wondering, I also do live streams Monday through Thursday on Twitch. So if you're interested in coming and hanging out live and chatting, I love having people to talk to while I ride. Actually, I basically take advantage of my chat and use them as a form of performance enhancement. So it's kind of a greedy thing, but at least I'm open with you guys. There's one thing, I am at least honest. Oh, that was a fun little loop. That's a nice little spot to build some speed. On the way back, this section is so fun, especially if you're able to carry momentum through this little bump up ahead that we're going to be going down through. If you can carry momentum up there, this false downhill on the way back is spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. So you'll see. Honestly, that's one of the reasons why I should back off power a bit, so that I can enjoy the roller coaster that is the ride back. Because oh my god, we're going about 18, but we can average like 23 and 25, you know, with my little legs on the way back. Can I still see all right? I have it in the widest view. Hopefully it makes it so that you can see all right. And hopefully I'm not overly yelling at the mic. I'm kind of partially projecting downwards and towards it. And also I'm testing out, the mic is basically reverse cardioid right now. Or not inverse, but like reverse. Like basically you can hear everything behind it and not as much in front. Because I'm slightly behind the camera, so I hope that it makes it a little better. As well as you don't have the wind coming right at the main mic capsule that's active. Get the because I do have the windsaw or the wind muff, but it's a foamy, and I can't imagine it's too good compared to like a dead cat style. Foamies are far inferior, and usually are better just as something like a pop filter instead of a wind noise reduction. It does reduce wind noise, but it's just not as effective. We're nearly to another really nice little wavy section of road. Every once in a while you get a tailwind on this section and it just feels like you're flying. So, big test run on today. Let me run you through everything again. I've kind of done it in bits and pieces, mostly. But this is the new Hero 11, which I'm taking the Hero 12 will probably launch soon. I got this one on discount. Got the Hero 11 plugged into its media mod on a power bank in this little frame bag I bought off Amazon for like 15 bucks, which so far is functioning all right. I don't need, this is a pretty big 20,000 milliamp hour battery. For a ride like this, I really don't need that. I was more thinking for like multi-day, 20,000 would be amazing. But I'll be real, I'm really light, so adding an extra pound of stuff, it's okay. Hey, we had a car pass us. See what I'm talking about? It's so nice. It's so nice. And then on the way back, you're going quick enough that the flow of traffic isn't as big of a deal, and you still don't run into too many cars for that reason. It's actually very nice. This out and back is kind of the ideal situation for someone trying to mitigate possible bike crashes, and that is very much me. Here's that stretch. It's super cool, nice stretch. The road's really smooth right here too. Feels like you get a free 10 watts. But for someone like me who has glass bones, if I'm gonna ride outside, and I want to, I need to mitigate potential disaster as much as possible. Not that everyone doesn't have to, but I am extremely susceptible to breakage of the bones. Oh, we got a big concrete truck coming up. He's waiting for me, I'll wait for him. He was very much waiting for me. That wasn't too much of a holdup. But as well, I do not want to dislocate my 2 prosthetic hips, because they were just such a blessing for my health and fitness, getting the hip replacement. I got a hip replacement back in 2021 at the end of it in October, just for after my birthday, basically a birthday present. One of the best, worst things I've ever had to deal with. And that is the order, the best, worst thing. Because as far as bad things go, it was life-changing. But now I can do things like this, and it's just so much more comfortable. I couldn't even ride in aero position. I couldn't even think of getting a set of aero bars, or even riding my drops for too long was too much. Sorry if people already know this story, but you know, I figured I'd just talk about it since this is the first in a series of content. And I figure you might want to hear it. I don't know. I'm just talking to myself. But hey, you might want to hear what I'm talking about too. I thought it'd be very hard to talk to myself without having my Twitch chat going. But honestly, not bad. I guess it just shows my level of psychosis that I don't need, that I'm just using my chat as a scapegoat for a bigger issue, which is that I'm exceptional at talking to myself. You know, guys, we all have things in our life that we're good at. You know, some people might be pro athletes. Some people might win a Nobel Peace Prize. But you know what? I can frickin' talk to nothing. So check, rest of the world. Your move. Okay, I'm already noticing, wait, maybe not. I keep feeling like my GoPro's pointed down, but then I keep having to remind myself I'm using the super view for the reason that if it accidentally gets knocked down, you can still see. There we go, what was that, the 3rd car in the last like 5 miles? Not bad. All right, what is that? It's only been, we have been less than 40 minutes. I think that's the fastest out on this route I've ever done. All right, I'm gonna pull over for a second and take a nature break. Ugh. Hit you up here on this. This is a nice fence, isn't it? There's apparently security cameras in these trees looking at me, so I'm gonna give them a show. All right, be right back, Chuck. Dang, my bike looks good there. Hold on, I gotta get some picture of this. That frame bag's not even too bad. Like for a cheapo depot, I'm good with it. All right, let's get some photos. For the Insta. Let's get a little blade of grass in there. Yeah, we're a photographer after all. We gotta make it look good. Foreground. 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 What is your subject? What are you taking a picture of? A question I think a lot of photographers, even photographers who have been around the block a few times, I think it's something we all run into. Yeah, I've never had a sub 40 minute out this way. It'll be fun to look at my power graph on the way back. I'm gonna chill in the shade for a minute, grab some water. One thing that I have to figure out, and I think it's gonna only be able to be solved with a different bottle, but my XL bottle does not fit in my front cage anymore because of the frame bag. So, but I think a standard like 16 ounce bottle will fit. So I can rock the 24 in the back and the 16 in the front. I rarely need more than that. Usually I rock 2 24s, but I usually get home with a half a bottle and at least one of them, even on a long day, because at least there's a one spot to stop and refill, right? All right, guys, so we are 10.5 miles in, 10.45 according to the Garmin, and we've done 1,188 feet of climbing. So a little perspective right there. It's a false uphill just all the frickin' way. Here's the problem. It took 40 minutes to get out here. It's only gonna take 30 to get back. And I was looking to do 2 hours. Maybe we should do the climb, but I told myself I wouldn't because I have a race tomorrow. You know what? I'm gonna save the climb for you guys for the next video, because on the next one, not only is there an out and back, there's a really nice, like if we continue and go up the climb, there's an amazing loop, but it requires an extra like 800 feet of climbing, almost, actually maybe even 1,000 feet of climbing on top of the the climb over here. This climb, the Strava segment's called Dumb Dodo Climb, and it's like 0.7, 0.6, 0.7 of a mile, but you get like 1,000 feet or 800 feet, 900 feet, something pretty crazy. Oh. Someone to chase. He just came down the hill. We have baby Watts, we won't catch him in real life. Now that this was Zwift, your days would be numbered, sir. I'm probably gonna ride back mostly in my aero bars. See if we can build up a couple extra, maybe 1 kilometer or 2 per hour extra speed on the way back for free. I need to add a window on my Garmin that shows average power up to this point. Is that a thing you can do? I don't know why I'm asking. I won't get a... It's funny. One of the fun things about Twitch chat, guys, is we're just this collective consciousness. And it's just so fun because, like, if there's ever a question anyone has, it's like somebody will at least be able to push them in the right direction for the answer. And I think that's just so cool. All right, we've been here about, what, 4 minutes? Maybe 5. I'm just enjoying the quiet right now. This is a very peaceful spot. This is only my 3rd ride with the new wheels. Wait, maybe 4th ride. Man, these wheels are so freaking fast. And they were only, I think I got them completely outfitted with disc brakes and tubes and tires for around $700-800 bucks. That might be our cue. That might be our cue, family. I think that is our cue. Let's get out of here. Alright guys, be ready for the roller coaster. I might not talk as much because this is a fun section and I think I might just want to get into vibe zone, if you know what I mean. I'm going to ride through this little puppy section up here first. And then we'll start to cruise. Oh man, we're already building up speed. We're already at like 18 and a half, 19 miles per hour at 180 watts. Oh, it's about to happen. The magic. The reason I think a lot of people ride for these moments of just pure bliss and speed. 20 miles per hour at 180 watts. All right, here's the bumps. And now we're into speed work. CV speed work. Let's go. Let's go, 26 miles per hour, baby. Us little guys don't get this speed very often. God, I love these aero bars. I feel like I'm in a fighter jet. Or like a X-Wing. I am the last starfighter. Oh my god, this is so fun. Turn on my music. Trying to get those cat ears, wind mufflers. I've got a few friends that recently bought those. They say they are spectacular and a very good investment. I mean, they're not even that expensive. My glutes are not used to this. I need to do more aero work. I need to pitch my aero bars up a little bit too. Aero is so important when you're small. Well, it's important for everyone, probably even more if you're big. There's that fun spot to carry the momentum. Far back. I love that micro draft you get from passing cars. Another spot to carry momentum. Yeah, my glutes are tight as heck. I think I got a bee in my bonnet. Oh yeah, I need to do some glute work. It feels so tight. Momentum. Got a kick of it. I'm up to about 315 watts. Oh, that's a lot for little me. But I love that it keeps you moving. Yeah. I think I might be able to average 23 plus. Oh, that was a bump. Little bumpy right there. Oh, pine cone. Dear God. That section is tough. Come on, I'll go up 210. Well, it's a long time in aero. It's only been like 10 minutes. That 3 seconds of coasting was heavenly. Now that little kick right here. And another very rutted out road section coming up. Well, there's the headwind. School bus behind us. let this guy pass me. Or not. Clear roads again. A little freewheeling, nice. Oh, I need this. Because there's a tank right here. Yeah! 410 watts, baby. Oh, this is so bliss. Oh, traffic. This never happens. Oh man. Dang, what's going on? Alright, back in it. Back in it. Small little break. A freebie. Now we have no excuses pushing this all the way back. Derailleur. I was like, there's something clattering. What is it? It's my drifter. Come on, I'm slacking. Get that speed up, boy. I'm hitting all of the potholes. I'm just testing out the GoPro's stabilization, you know it. You have to plan. This back would actually be a great place for an FTP test. Some extra protein. Gross. I shouldn't have this dumb gaping smile on my face. But hey, what is that? That might be a couple calories an hour bonus. I'm only restricting my gains. A little we get some nice downhill, like -2% for the next little bit. Amazing that pro triathletes hold this speed on the flats, even on a hilly course. They'll average 25 to 27. Crazy. God, I love how open this road is. Bumpy, bumpy, bumpy. I'm not very confident in Aero yet. I've only done a few rides with it. Oh, car back. Actually, all of my bike handling skill is actually really crappy. Indoor specialist, baby. Alright, here they can pass me here. This is an uphill. Oh, I'm definitely tired though. This is going to be a PR for this speed work. I think a pretty big PR from the little looks I've been giving my power meter. Ooh, a hell of a headwind now. Another truck. Over the crest. Oh yeah, yeah baby. Another fast section into a really hell of a tough kicker. So you gotta take advantage of this section and just let you, unless you got power, you kind of have to recover in this little bit. At least I do. About 220 feels very good right now. That's weird. Well, wind. Oh, there's homie. We got homeboy. See what I mean? Kicky kick. That was a fun carrot. I'm tired. But goddamn, that was fun. .172 BPM, doing all right. Definitely threshold. Up. I'm not done yet. Almost to the speed limit sign. And we're done. Not that one. I can't believe we caught that guy. He was minutes ahead. 23, baby. And that's the finish. GG's, fam. That was fun. Oh, man. Such a freeing ride. All right. Alright guys, that was fun. If you enjoyed this content, I'll hopefully get my poop together and we'll put out some more. But do all the things. Do all the things if you don't mind. What is it? Like, follow, subscribe. Firstborn child. And your inheritance. All the things, yeah. Alright guys, this is where I bid you adieu. Bye bye.